Now, although the difficulty level of questions is a bit debatable topic because that depends on the person. A PCB student may find all questions very hard, or a math loving student may find most of the questions very straightforward. So it's definitely subjective. But considering an average student in mind who has his or her basics very clear, according to me, two-thirds of the math overall question paper will be very easy. Okay, there will be some tricky questions which will make you think, but conventionally, at least in the IISER aptitude test, their count has not been much. In physics, yes, but in mathematics, it's not too hard. मतलब सभी questions ही मुश्किल है ऐसा नहीं. Have been some questions which will be difficult, but not all. Cool. हाँ, तो just to illustrate this easy to moderate and make you think kind of thing, I picked some questions from previous papers. Look at these questions. Let L be a straight line passing through origin and it makes angles alpha, beta and gamma with positive x, y, z axis respectively. What is the value of this? It's pretty straightforward question, right? It's based on the identity that sum of squares of direction cosines is 1. Then there is one trigonometric identity required there, relating cos 2 theta with cos square theta. See, that means, again we will come back to this trigonometry. As an independent topic, it may have small weightage, but it is required in other topics, and this is, well, I would say one of such examples. Even while defining the dot and the cross products, we use cos theta and sin theta respectively. तो वो लगेगा ही आपको, ठीक है? Second, look at this probability question. A bag contains 8 balls, out of which 5 are green and 3 are red. The probability that the 2 balls chosen at random are of the same color is. I don't see any problem at all in solving this, provided you know the basic. Correct? And secondly, you should be knowing the NCR form. This is more CET like. Okay? Now, it's not that all questions will be walk in the park. There have been some questions which will basically require you to spend some time with them and then come up with the approach. See, most of the times when you see such questions, we fumble right at the beginning because we are unable to find the correct approach. Okay, but once we find it, then we can definitely solve the problem. And these problems are not too hard, meaning ऐसा नहीं है कि इन problems का solution ही नहीं है. Okay, when you will do research, you will take up problems which are previously unsolved, not solved by anyone, but in competitive exams for IISER and IISER ऐसा नहीं होगा. उसका solution है, आपको सिर्फ वो ढूंढना है. Correct? And luckily for us, these exams are still conducted in the MCQ format. So you don't need to guess the answer. It's already there, you need to pick it. Okay? So we'll be solving such questions primarily in our sessions. Okay, define a function from closed interval 2 to 22 to r by function max of n into 1 minus वो जो भी है, मतलब देख के ही थोड़ा इंटिमिडेटिंग लगता है, अगर उसको ब्रेक डाउन किया तो आसानी से सॉल्व हो जाए. ठीक है? Then how many functions satisfy LCM FNN minus HCF FNN less. एक बार इसका अप्रोच पता चल गया तो फिर आप उसको सॉल्व कर सकते हो. ठीक है? Yes. Another feature of all competitive exams, particularly the national level exams, is they mixed topics from different chapters. For example, consider very recent IISER question from 2024, which had a set of 3 by 3 matrices and there was a relation defined on that set. So to solve this problem, you should know the concepts from matrices and sets and relations. Correct. Right when you read the problem, you realize that. Okay. Determinant of a minus b is integer. मतलब सबसे पहले तो मैट्रिक्स सब्ट्रैक्शन कैसे करते हैं ये पता होना चाहिए. Second, how we find the determinant of 3 by 3 matrices, we should know that. Those two things will be from matrices. Correct? And then we come to relations and recall the definitions of reflexive, applied, symmetric, applied, transitive, applied. ओके तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस कॉमन है कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स में और आपको रेडी होना चाहिए ऐसे क्वेश्चंस के लिए. ठीक है. सेकंड, look at this one. Let f be from R to open interval 0 to infinity. Let it be a continuous decreasing function. Suppose f0, f1 up to fn are in a GP with common ratio 1 upon 5. In which of the following intervals does the value of integral 0 to 10 f of x dx lie? मतलब इंटीग्रल पूछा है. So you should be able to know, you should be knowing how to evaluate the definite integral, how it is defined. First. Second, sequences and series. Should be knowing that f of 1 upon f of 0 is a constant, f of 2 upon f of 1 is a constant, and you should be knowing the general formula, and then you can think of applying it. और इसमें एक चीज़ है, it's continuous decreasing functions. Okay, तो integration, sequences and series, and continuity and functions. तो ऐसे क्वेश्चंस आप एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते.